Have you ever heard of an expression, you are too smart for your own good? Well, if you have, then stay tuned. So I'm a pretty smart guy and I'm humble about it. I was always kind of good in school, so that proves how just smart I am, just completely. So when I say smart, I say that I like to use my brain a lot. I like to think. And as a person who likes to think, I love complexity. And if you're like me and you like complexity, then you understand how unattractive simple things are to people like us. I love complex crossword puzzles that I can't figure out and I really have got to strain my brain. I love problems that I have to think deeply and thoroughly through. It's just something that I do. It's just how I'm wired. However, this proves to be a big problem when it comes to doing something that would help, but is simple. Because as it turns out, complex people, smart, intelligent people, they don't really like simple solutions. They don't like to hear that something is easy to fix or easy to solve because it simply can't be that easy. Yes, it can. So the problem that I had for myself was I would overcomplicate situations in my life just so I can make them more complex so I can use my brain later to fix them. And as you can imagine, this caused a lot of problems. I had challenges in my relationships. I had big challenges in my business. I had challenges all over the place simply because I was bored. One of the things that I learned in the book Power of Now is that the brain, the mind, is like a dog, and the problem is like a bone. And the dog really loves to grab with his teeth. It really likes to grab on the bone and chew it. So if you have a powerful mind, a brain that thinks a lot, then you're going to look at a simple thing and you're going to create a big thing out of it, making a huge complexity in the process. And I can't even tell you how complex I was able to make some things that were pretty straightforward. Like for example, in business you have, let's say in online coaching, you have a landing page and you have an ad. And that's pretty much there is to it. But a complex brain is going to say, no. There's more to it than you think. You have to go really deep into it and research things thoroughly. What would end up happening is that I would take a simple task like creating a landing page and an ad where people can find out what I do and make this into a month-long project. And the worst part about it is that at the end of that month, I wouldn't even get to conclusion. I wouldn't even have it done. So where I'm going with this is that if you have a mind that is powerful, if you're really smart, maybe, just maybe, you're making your life a bit too complex for yourself. You are too smart for your own good. The most successful people in the world don't have the most powerful brains. They employ people with the most powerful brains. Most powerful brains who love complexity and can't make things simple for themselves are usually unsuccessful. That isn't to say that you don't get to use your brain in a creative way. But I am saying that there is a time and a place for that, and you cannot be using your brain all the time to strain it to try to make something more complex than it is. So try to simplify your life. Try to take a situation that you think is very complex and ask yourself, is there a simpler solution to this? Is there a simpler solution to your relationship problems? Is there a simpler solution to your business problems? Is there a simpler solution to your financial problems? Is there a simpler way? I can almost guarantee you that there is if you just take the time to look at it. And I want to leave you with this quote from Einstein. And I'm quoting Einstein, which just shows how smart I am. Einstein said, anybody, any fool can make something more complex. It takes a genius to make something more simple. I'll talk to you soon.